What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am showing you my top 5 favorite child performances in horror movies. If you're brand new here on my channel and you love and adore physical media and everything to do with movies, then consider hitting that red subscribe down below, as well as that like button, but most importantly, that little notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. So I've never really done a video like this before talking about child performances in horror films, and because Orphan First Kill is debuting on Paramount Plus and also in limited release in theaters this coming weekend, I thought it was a good time to do it. Now, mind you, I have not seen the first Orphan movie, but I do plan on doing that over the next couple of days because I am kind of interested in Orphan First Kill. So just to let you know, she will not be in my top 5, but I am ready to show you. Now, I'm sure a couple of these might be, okay, Susan, we knew those were going to be in there. They're typical choices. But hopefully I surprise you with a couple of them. So this is in no particular order. I'm not saying my first one is my favorite. I am just showing you my top 5 favorite overall. So let's start off with Andy from Child's Play. I love Andy. Alex Vincent is the actor who plays Andy, and he's just so cute and so adorable. He's extremely vulnerable in this movie because he's just so wide-eyed and innocent. And I watched this last night, and the part that really got to me was when he was in like the mental hospital and he was crying his eyes out because Chucky was going to come and kill him. I mean, he just gives a great, sweet performance. And how can you not love Andy from Child's Play? So he's definitely going to be in my top 5. Let's move on next to, this might be an outside of the box choice. You might not think that I would have chosen this, but I'm going with Kirsten Dunst from Interview with a Vampire playing Claudia. Now, the reason why I chose her is because, number one, this movie was one of the bigger roles when she was first starting out. This was really where we got to know her as an actress, and she started to become a name because after this movie, she got Little Women. And then right after that, she got Jumanji. So 3 huge movies right in a row, back to back to back from each other. But another reason why I chose her, she stood toe to toe with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. And let's not forget, she got to kiss Brad Pitt in this film, okay? It's very slight, very, very quick, but she did get to kiss him. So that right there, how can I not choose her? She's extremely memorable in this role as Claudia. When she's on screen, you cannot help but pay attention to her. She rides the line of sweet and bratty so well in this film. I think she's great. It was perfect casting, and it's one of the reasons why I enjoy watching this movie. So Kirsten Dunst, a very young Kirsten Dunst, in Interview with the Vampire, or with a Vampire. Okay, next up. Probably another outside of the box choice, but how can you not go with Macaulay Culkin in The Good Son? Now, mind you, this is still wrapped up. It was gifted to me from someone, but I have seen this movie in the past several times, actually. And the reason why Macaulay Culkin is on this list is because he is so evil. He's not even bad or nasty. He's just plain evil in this film. Now, this one came out, I believe, a year or two after both Home Alone films, and I could see the reason why he would want to do it because it's such a drastic 180 from Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. I mean, so sweet, so angelic, especially in Home Alone, the original Home Alone. You just want to hug him and take care of him. In this movie, you don't want to be anywhere near him because he's so unpredictable. That's what's most scary about him in this film. Not only is he evil, but he's unpredictable. You literally don't know what he's going to do. You're keeping your eyes on him the entire time, and you're freaked out at the same time because he could literally do anything at any time and cause chaos and havoc. So this is the reason why Macaulay Culkin, I believe he plays Henry in this film, The Good Son, is on my list. If you have not seen this movie, if you haven't seen this performance, I do recommend to check it out because it will give you the creeps. You will get goosebumps on your arms, trust me. Okay, this list would not be complete without the group of kids from It Chapter 1. I love all of these kids in this movie. It was perfect casting. And that was the key factor. Because if you only got a couple of the kids right, if there wasn't the exact chemistry, it was not going to work. But all of these kids that were cast, they all got along. They all had that natural vibe, that natural chemistry. They all embraced their characters extremely well. And it's a major reason why this movie worked and why this film was such a success. And I just love all these kids so much. I honestly can't picture any other kids replacing them or taking out a couple and putting a couple back in differently. I would never see that happening. All of these kids were meant to play these parts, and they did it so extremely well. And they all elevated each other's performances because they did get along on set. I watched the behind the scenes featurette on this, and they all hung out. They were all friends. They were all getting along, and that really helped with the camaraderie that this movie needed for that factor. So you gotta love the kids from It Chapter 1. And finally, my list would not be complete without Danielle Harris, who plays Jamie in Halloween 4. Now, I did not include Halloween 5 because I don't really like what they did to her character in Halloween 5. Halloween 4, I enjoyed her introduction, that the franchise was taking a different turn because Halloween 3, as we know, didn't even have Michael Myers at all in it. And he came back in Halloween 4, and instead of stalking Jamie Lee Curtis, he's now after his niece, Jamie Lee Curtis's apparent daughter, and we're getting to know a brand new character, and we're following her along. And I really enjoy Danielle Harris in this movie, and she gives a great performance. But yet in Halloween 5, they take her performance away because they pretty much just make her a mute. She's silent, and I didn't really like that factor. You know, I enjoyed her in 4. She brought something great to the movie, something different, going down a different pathway for the franchise. I only wish that closing out with Halloween Ends and moving on to the future of the Halloween franchise, can we get back to Danielle Harris and give her the due that her character needs? Because I believe she would be a fantastic future addition to take the Halloween franchise in a completely different direction and just really, really tweak it and spin it. I don't know. I feel like Danielle Harris deserves that. She is a part of this franchise, and I love her performance in this movie, and she's one of my top favorite kid horror performances. So that is my list. That is my top 5 of my favorite kid performances in horror movies. So let me know down below, what are your top 5 favorites? Who do you love in horror? Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time.